Hello, welcome to CAN TV and my Vision Productions. My name is Terry Reynolds. I've been a producer here at CAN TV for at least 25 years. I got to work with a lot of great producers, got to use a lot of great equipment and technology. I had some very fun experiences with CAN. And we're here today after a slight hiatus for COVID to reinitialize ourselves with the equipment in the studios. Today I'm here with another producer. He's new to the genre, Zach Matthews. Zach, give us a little bit of what brought you to CAN.
Okay, well, my affiliation with CAN TV actually began back in 2017, right after I discharged from service. Like I said, honesty is at the forefront of everything that it is that I do. So I was actually seeking some counseling after I got out of service, and just through kind of casual talk and with counselors and stuff, I found out that they were actually doing a segment here at CAN TV, and so I was literally looking for something to do, and I was thrilled. And so I said, yeah, sure. And ironically, one of my very first jobs was working the switchboard. Okay. And so that's literally, I literally just came in, and I literally just want to learn. I just want to evolve. I just want to appreciate, and I just want to just kind of just breathe in and just go with it. You know what I mean? And so that's literally what I was doing. And so also it was a phone show where people, you have people call in, like interview phone show, and so right. So I'd be answering phone calls from people who called into the studio wanting to ask questions, and then I would channel those questions through to the on-camera talent. And so well, that's literally in a nutshell.
That's a significant skill set.
Yes. And so, and little from there, I started to gradually build out and work my way out from there.
Yeah, as I mentioned, I was excited about television because in high school I did electronics, and everything with technology always excited me. So when I found out about the CAN television from a coworker, he suggested I come in and help him with some shows. And the moment I put my hands on the equipment, I was hooked. Then furthermore, I went to a church called Family Christian Center out in Munster, Indiana. And they had a large television production going on, and I volunteered. Well, actually, they volunteered me to be on the television production crew, and I told them, well, I'm in IT. I hadn't done television, but they said, well, we want you on the television. And I guess God knew me better than I knew myself, because the moment I put my hand on the camera, I was hooked. And then I came. And I started getting the experience at the church with their equipment, and they were putting on major productions across the country from their networks. A lot of times they would hire out our production crew to do work for other churches. And when they would do that, I got paid. So I went from a volunteer to a paid volunteer. And I got to learn the skill that paid me some money. In that sense, I came back to CAN and started doing productions that allowed me to generate more skills and more income as an independent producer.
That's amazing. Wow, that's unbelievable.
And it opened a lot of doors for me and a lot of opportunities. And now that I'm back at the studio after COVID, I took a little hiatus. I didn't come in for a while. Now I'm back to reignite that passion for producing and using the technologies, learning those new skill sets, because I see they have a lot of new equipment here with new technologies to use. And with the new technologies, you get more opportunities to generate income.
So there's a sense of like rebirth and reestablishing that connection.
Right, and opportunity to pass on that knowledge to our communities in a positive way and give them a platform to promote positive change in our communities. You know what I mean? Because right now, it's a blight in our communities, and it's beginning to reflect in a bad way on our society. And I'd like to be a positive influence on changing that.
Of course. And it's like there's a lot of power in telling stories and having your vision made and getting it out there.
Especially with the power of media.
Yes.
Media is a very powerful tool. As you can see, all these kids are using social media.
Yes.
Still, television is still a very powerful media tool.
Yes, it is. And as being open-minded, to me, kind of what's we're talking about the driving force behind what's motivating us as individuals here. It's like, to me, kind of what pulls me forward is the notion of how can I honor and respect the ways that were previously done, and learn from that and build on that, but also at the same time, though, as a visionary, not going down the regular path just because it's quote unquote the norm.
Right.
You know what I mean? And this kind of nonsense. You know what I mean? It's like, to me, it's like, how can I introduce something that's new and unique and fresh and vibrant, and using my skill sets and also continuing learning and stuff and evolving.
I think that's the lure of media and television.
Yeah.
Is that you using an established media to present unique ideas in different mannerisms, in different ways, in different messages. And you're using that technology to capture a different way to present it.
Yes.
So that's, I think, the one element of television that is alluring and you can't replace. Right.
Yeah. Tell me something. I'm curious about something. To me, I fell into a conversation with some of my friends. We were kind of discussing, the notion of how, sometimes people use social media to justify, what it is that they're doing in the world, and it's like, I strongly believe, you don't need to be a genius to put two and two together in this regard, but it's like, I strongly believe, it's just like every other medium, it is what you make of it. You know what I mean? It's like, I think it has a lot of positive, it gives you a canvas that, that people respond to and people get it. You know what I mean? But also at the same time, I'm a stern believer in the fact that, it has to be used, just make sure your reasons for why you're doing what you're doing is in the right, is in the right place.
Right spirit.
In the right spirit. I mean, I know what I'm doing is coming from a place of, genuineness. You know what I mean? We all come together. That's kind of the genesis behind why we're doing what is it we're doing. That this quest for improvement and excellence, and constantly pushing boundaries. It's like I literally looked up. I didn't want to call myself a visionary without first really understanding the meaning of that word. It's like someone who looks ahead at future possibilities in an imaginative and inventive way. And And so, someone's always, taking advantage of, always pushing forward a little more every single time. So that's, I literally became addicted to that.
Now that you mention that, it makes me remember some things about CAN-TV. A lot of careers that started here at CAN-TV that became significant on a bigger level because of CAN. Obama was here before he became Obama. He was here. What's the rapper name, George? One my son always listened to.
Chief Keef.
Chief Keef was here.
Oh, Chief Keef.
Before he became Chief Keef, he was here. And he's here, the platform was right here.
Yeah.
At CAN-TV. With a message that makes sense or whatever, or that attracts people, is rotated enough times that on this medium, you will build a brand that exceeds what you expect at CAN-TV. That's the power of CAN-TV.
Exactly. No, that's not the power. If I may, I respectfully disagree. That's not the power of CAN-TV. That's the power of us as human beings, as storytellers.
But you need the platform.
Point taken.
You need the platform and technology.
Point taken. Of course.
You as an individual, you can't go out with 1,000 flyers and say vote for Obama.
Yeah. It's
You got CAN-TV with 1 million viewers.
Yeah. Well,
or 200,000 viewers for 30 minutes saying, listen to this guy Obama.
Right. The technology amplifies our vision.
Right.
It amplifies.
But it gives you a platform. Okay, so this, like I said, this brings out why we're here and why people should come to CAN-TV to explore different opportunities that they can use to convey their message and they can get a platform that exceeds what they can do on their own. And thank you for viewing. Until we meet again, we'll be back.
Hi, you're here and we're at CAN-TV and you're with Global City Unity. Right here at CAN-TV, we produce great shows. We've been here for a number of years, as a matter of fact. I think CAN-TV is celebrating their, what anniversary is this?
40th year.
The 40th anniversary they're coming up with. I've been here at CAN-TV probably at least 30, 33 years. Upon me graduating from Columbia College some years ago, I worked at FedEx for some amount of time as well. But I found it unique that I could come from college as opposed to going to maybe NBC or ABC and getting pigeonholed into just working and behind the camera or as a production assistant. I was able to come to CAN-TV and produce several hundred shows over the 30 years that involved the community, involved community activism, involved plethora of things that I never would have thought that I would have been involved in. It allowed me to meet a lot of individuals that I normally wouldn't have met during that time. Since I'm a people person, it allowed me to be around a lot of exciting people in that time. I worked with rappers, all types of entertainers, fashion designers. You can see a lot of those different shows on Global City Unity, if you like, Global City Models. And I was able to launch a lot of careers of young individuals that are out there now and today making a lot of headway, a lot of money. They're creating their own jobs. They're entrepreneurs. But over the time that I was out there working, I was able to meet a couple of brothers that really excited me about being in the environment of community. And I was able to meet this brother here, Brother P.L.U.M.P. He was one of the individuals that I ran across through my span of time, along with a lot of other individuals that you get a chance to talk to or at least be able to see as we preview and showcase some of those back in the day type footages. Because I think now as we go into this new age that we really need to focus on our kids, focus on our community, and focus on what they're viewing and how they're seeing themselves on television and radio and the internet. With social media so prevalent nowadays, and our kids at 2, 3, 5 years old, that changing the paradigm of what they're seeing, we need to really get proactive in making sure they learn the right visual content to put inside their brains that changes their hearts and deals with their mindset. Because that's changing the way we look at society and what we do, and how that simple message spreads across this universe just like wildfire. So right here, brother, I want you to introduce yourself, Minister P.L.U.M.P, and tell them what you do, and tell them, you know, some of the things that you're getting involved with in community activism and all that type of stuff.
Well, thank you very much, Brother George Owens. The best information in which is the key to success was that I found out through George Owens that he was connected to CAN TV. And then he invited me. Yes, I give George a hand on that, because I found it very interesting, very fascinating, and a new opportunity that I can express myself in promoting unity in the community. And we, and when I say we, come on CAN TV just before the pandemic, and we was promoting P.L.U.M.P, capital P.L.U.M.P. That's me. Peace, Love, Unity, Marketing People. And it happened all because we met you.
That's true. I gave him that name. I said, you need some acronyms for your name, Mr. P.L.U.M.P, because I always had, it started with global entertainment, but over time I saw that talking and going around through the community, that our community wasn't unified. So it came to be Global City Entertainment, Global City Unity, and talking about trying to get us to work together on one accord to bring something on. I used to have a lot of models. I used to go on Craigslist and everything and get models to come out, and then I started actually talking, because I'm not a type of person that really like being in front of the camera myself. I kind of like being behind the scenes. Even though I am an entertainer, I play music and bass guitar and stuff like that, but I was kind of shy just getting up, using the verbiage and the speaking oracle skills that I thought I needed to actually be able to communicate with the public. Sometimes people say I'm good, I'm the grand poobah and a lot of other things, and I'm the great one, but I feel that it's a need to just come from behind the curtain and get out and start talking about how you really feel in your heart. I had a couple of other guests, and some, you know, I guess I was a legend in my own time. We have a producer right here at CAN TV that used to watch one of the producers that we produced a show for, Esperanza Vasquez. We still work with her. No one has ever left, and it's just all about still community. Maybe one day we'll do a reunion. I had all my kids come through here and train them and let them go until they outgrew maybe television and went on and got jobs and things of that nature. But I think it gave us a root to feel like we were really family and we really cared about each other. And I think that's one thing about being a producer here. And one thing I like about being a producer is we have to work together, even in this production type of environment. Somebody has to work on the switcher, somebody has to work on the teleprompter, somebody has to work on the camera to make a project come and evolve into what you see on TV today. And so those things are essential in what we need to just build building blocks for us to start creating content that's positive, that's able to be shown on our television stations, that's wholesome for our family viewing. And a lot of times I used to tell the rappers and stuff, don't cuss, you can't use this, you can't use profanity. Nowadays all I see on television and radio is cuss, foul language, talking about the N words, the B words, and other stuff. And I want to see if we can get our children to step away from that type of thinking and go back into going within and reaching within themselves to think about other projects and positive rap, positive role models, and things that they can see that'll help bless the communities more or less. So I wanted the churches to get involved. I wound up going to a lot of churches and seeing that even in the church, it was divided. You know, we have a lot of different denominations and different things, and we all seek the same God. Some we seek Allah, some we seek Jehovah, some we seek Yahweh, some we seek Melchizedek, and a lot of different things. So we need to pull together, and that's how the Global City Unity came about. God's children being united in one, as one, to promote a godly, fruit of the spirit type of environment for our children today. And I think we really need to focus on that. And so that brings me up to other individuals that I ran across through my span in television to just be able to go out and talk to. You'll meet them a little later, but did you have something else?
Yes, I had a question. Do you remember when you asked me about the acronym of my name, where we was located at the time? We was out in the community, and we was at a famous restaurant.
Okay.
Do you remember where that location was?
I don't remember the location.
Remember Soul Vegetarian?
Soul Vegetarian.
Yes, on 75th in Indiana.
Okay.
Yes.
But Mr. P.L.U.M.P. always, one thing he would always tell us is we are all 23s. But just like the Oprah Winfrey's, the Michael Jacksons of the world, the Michael Jordans of the world, now everything adds up to 23, Mr. P.L.U.M.P. And I got into numerology and really studying numerology and spiritual energy and spiritual science. And he said one time that, you know, we have a male and female, you had a two, and then you got 23 chromosomes from the male and 23 from the woman, and it gives you an individual, a person. And so when we start looking at those things that make us up, we got 23s written all over us, and that's a powerful number. It's an angel number.
It's not only an angel number, it is a business number.
Yeah.
And we have to understand that God is a business. And God also equals to 23. It equals to 14, for an example, God. However, we also encourage everyone to know that the righteous number for everyone, whether you're black, white, red, brown, or yellow as a human being, then you are a spiritual human being. And that spiritual number is 277. And what God created, for one, He created for all. And we always say one for one and one for all. The spiritual number is PMA, positive mental attitude. And God created the universe in a unity formation for education. And education, along with information, is a key to success, breeds success. And education is the best. And everybody, we launched a program on Dorothy Tillman's program this past Saturday. And that program was everybody can help save the black children, and especially all the children. Why? Because all lives matters.
Amen.
And I am so happy, as Dr. King used to say, and I used to work with Dr. King, we all can be great if we just serve. So I'm here to serve you, and especially you, all you that listening to CAN TV, and I want you to know that I'm on my way back. Back home where I belong.
One other thing I want to mention was we got together over the Kwanzaa celebration and produced a Kwanzaa event. Some of my buddies that we've been working with for a long time, Brother Perry Smith, which was one of them with Morale Builders, Inc. Incorporated. Shout out to that brother. Hopefully we'll get him to come down here at some point. And Peace God, another brother that P.L.U.M.P is working with, another individual we work with.
AMG Peace God.
AMG Peace God. So we made a vow during that time that we were going to celebrate Kwanzaa 365 days of the year. We were going to bring our communities together around us unifying and the principles of Kwanzaa. And so that's something that we're supposed to always practice. And another brother, Ed, he was also at the Kwanzaa event that we had over at Malcolm X. So by this time this year, we want to have a great Kwanzaa celebration, and we want to bring a lot of black businesses and a lot of businesses to join together and reunite and show love and prosperity about the things that we've learned together and how to reconnect to our culture and the places that we're from. But another, since we're going through different mayoral things and we have so many problems with the different mayors that we have, Brother P.L.U.M.P has been working with so many people throughout the years. I also worked with him and the Harold Washington Foundation. So I would like for you, Mr. P.L.U.M.P, to just tell a little bit about the things that you did with the Harold Washington Foundation, being over at the Swift Mansion, which we have plenty of footage that we dealt with at the historical Swift Mansion before it burned. And so hopefully we're going to do some fundraisers and things of that nature to help restore the Swift Mansion to its historical prestige that it deserves and everything. But tell us a little bit about it.
I talked to Mr. Maurice Perkins. You know, he's the founder and what we call the community leader and godfather. And I am too, one of the godfathers. A lot of brothers and sisters don't know that Kwanzaa equals to 23. Okay, which means superstar. That's who you are. You are a superstar, George Owen.
Amen.
Yes, sir.
We all are.
And we always say now, how can Michael Jordan be the only 23 in Chicago when Chicago equals to 23? It's a science. You know, in the science is mathematics. Mathematics is a way of life. And we all can serve God, and God has many, many names, and we claim all of the names of God. And one of the greatest things that my beloved, I call him my spiritual godfather, is the Honorable Mayor Harold Lee Washington. He said we must plump the whole community. So we are plumping it up in peace, love, unity, marketing people. And I'm just so thankful that I can be happy, I can be healthy, I can be wealthy, and I can be wise. And so can you. When you view yourself and view others on CAN TV, 40 has a very significant number. You remember Moses in the 40 years of Israel traveling in the wilderness? Well, 40 means wisdom. Okay? All right, we win. The best way to win is to help save the children.